When 90 Day Fiancé fans first met David Toborowski and Annie Suen back in Season 5, the odds of their relationship surviving, let alone flourishing, seemed laughably slim. David was broke, homeless, and twice divorced. Annie was young, vibrant, and justifiably wary about whether her American fiancé could provide even the basics. But fast forward to today, and the couple has transformed from struggling newlyweds living above a storage unit to one of the franchise's most successful and beloved power pairs, with multiple income streams, international properties, and a jet-setting lifestyle. The journey isn't just reality TV entertainment, it's a lesson in reinvention, resilience, and knowing how to turn fame into fortune. The struggles that started it all. David Toborowski's life in 2017 looked nothing like it does now. Born in New Jersey and holding degrees in health administration and aviation, David had worked respectable jobs in the past and was even certified to teach English as a second language. But before his TLC debut, he hit a catastrophic low point: a divorce, a stroke, job loss, and the gut punch of being essentially homeless. He had no car, no savings, and no assets. When David met Annie, a then 24-year-old from Thailand, he was living in the Southeast Asian country and barely making ends meet. Their whirlwind romance led to a proposal, but behind the smiles and engagement photos was a serious problem. David didn't have the money to bring Annie to the United States, let alone start a life together there. Enter Chris Thieneman, David's longtime friend and an unexpected MVP in the couple's early story. Chris not only let David live in a converted firehouse rent-free but also co-sponsored Annie's K-1 visa. He even covered many of their living expenses and wedding costs. For viewers, the dynamic was uncomfortable to watch. Here was a middle-aged man relying on a friend's generosity to survive, while his fiancée pawned jewelry just to buy food. Chris's wife's growing frustration became a mini-subplot on the show, sparking debates among fans about whether David was ready, or able, to support a partner. Weathering the storm together, it would have been easy for Annie to walk away. She admitted in interviews that she felt blindsided by just how dire David's finances were. Yet instead of bolting, she stayed, navigating cultural differences, criticism from fans, and the awkwardness of accepting handouts. That decision, to weather the storm, turned out to be pivotal. The couple's openness about their hardships, combined with the sharp wit and genuine affection for each other, made them stand out in a franchise full of chaotic relationships. They became the real deal, in viewers' eyes, flawed but committed, struggling yet hopeful. Fame, fortune, and a side of pad thai. Once their season wrapped, David and Annie were far from done with the TLC cameras. Their natural humor and chemistry earned them spots on spin-offs like Happily Ever After, What Now?, and especially Pillow Talk, where their candid reactions to other couples' drama became must-watch TV. But the biggest post-show payday came from an unexpected source, Cameo. By recording over 3,200 personalized videos for fans at around $57 each, they pulled in more than $185,000, ranking among the platform's top 10 earners in the 90-day universe. David and Annie also capitalized on Annie's culinary talent, launching a Thai cooking web series, Spice It Up with David and Annie, and a business venture called Cooking with Na, a clever nod to their initials. They catered weddings, hosted events, and kept fans engaged with cooking tutorials that blended humor with authentic Thai recipes. David took on online English teaching for Chinese students, while Annie grew a catering business rooted in her heritage. This multi-pronged approach to income set the stage for their eventual financial independence. From storage unit to spacious townhome. Today, the couple's living situation couldn't be more different from the cramped apartment above a storage facility where we first saw them. They now own a 2,219 square foot townhome in Fountain Hills, Arizona, boasting 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a 2-car garage, a community pool, and even a jacuzzi tub. They've upgraded their car, their wardrobe, and, thanks to steady income, how they travel. From business class flights to Thailand to safaris in Tanzania to weekend retreats in Arizona's White Mountains, David and Annie now enjoy a lifestyle that's a world away from their early struggles. And they didn't stop at US property. The pair also invested in real estate in Thailand, allowing them to stay connected to Annie's family and split their time between continents. Health, beauty, and self-investment. Financial security also allowed them to focus on personal goals. Annie underwent IVF treatments and egg retrieval surgery as the couple explored expanding their family. David shed around 70 pounds, improving his health after years of struggling with his weight. Both embraced cosmetic enhancements. Annie had blepharoplasty, eyelid surgery, and David underwent a time machine procedure, earning compliments from fans who felt the pair looked better than ever. The real estate move that changed the game. In mid-2024, David added another feather to his cap, licensed realtor. Working with Fielder's Choice Realty, he quickly proved his business skills by closing deals, including a $1.3 million home sale. Remarkably, he's been able to manage U.S. real estate transactions remotely while spending extended periods in Thailand. For David, real estate isn't just a career, it's a stabilizing force that complements their TV work and entrepreneurial ventures. It provides steady income, professional growth, and a safety net should their reality TV exposure ever fade. House of Annie, fashion with a story. While David worked on property deals, Annie built her own fashion brand, House of Annie, in the US. The clothing line specializes in handcrafted, ethnic apparel featuring custom designs and intricate embroidery, all made in partnership with small sewing businesses in Thailand. By blending traditional Thai craftsmanship with modern style, Annie created a brand that's not just stylish but deeply personal. For fans, buying a House of Annie piece isn't just shopping, it's owning a small part of Annie's story. Still connected to their fans. Despite the busy lives, David and Annie haven't forgotten the audience that made their transformation possible. They remain active on Cameo, continue to post on Instagram and Facebook, and regularly partner with brands for endorsements. Their recently published cookbook further cements their bond with fans, offering recipes and anecdotes that combine their love story with the shared love of food. Why their story resonates. In the sprawling, drama-filled 90-Day Fiancé franchise, not every couple survives. Many implode under financial strain, cultural clashes, or personal incompatibility. David and Annie not only survived, they thrived, turning early instability into a platform for long-term success. What sets them apart is their refusal to give up on each other when it would have been easiest to walk away. They didn't land million-dollar paydays overnight, they hustled across multiple industries, tapped into their talents, and never stopped engaging with their audience. From storage room to success story. Looking back, it's almost cinematic. A man with nothing meets a woman from halfway across the world, convinces her to take a chance on him, and together they navigate poverty, criticism, and the weight of cultural adjustment. Years later, they're traveling the world, managing businesses, and planning a family from a position of stability and joy. For fans, David and Annie are proof that love, and some strategic hustle, really can change everything. If the next chapter is anything like the last, expect more travel, more business ventures, and maybe even a baby. But one thing's certain, whether they're filming a new TLC spin-off or closing a real estate deal, David and Annie have turned their once unlikely romance into one of reality TV's most inspiring success stories.